Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker.
He's having a shot! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pelé. Baresi getting this one clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Japan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Cantona. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. And he's managed to get free. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh, good-looking ball. 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that's well spotted.
Forlan really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Pelé with the cross. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Raul. Batistuta. Foot in. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Knocks it out wide. Now, can they get him away? Forlan, terrific header! Mbappe gets flagged offside.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And this is Forlan. He's found a way through. And the shot! And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Japan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Japan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Cantona! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kunde attempts a clearance. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Forlan. Howson with the clearance. Japan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he's managed to gift it back. Knocks it into space. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution on the field, number 6.
India choosing to make the first change.
Maradona. Number 20, Pedri. Coming on the field.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
That's a little off target. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Looking for a runner. Oh, nicely intercepted. No way through there.
Well, there's plenty to like about.
And Batistuta! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Azar. Picked up Forlan! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
And he's managed to get rid. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Raul. Great defending, strong and determined.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here. And that's gone loose. Howson does well to stand firm and defend it. I think we're just about done here. Hazard. And he's there to make the challenge.
India really can only do one thing
minutes
now,
has been
Peter. Get the
indicated.
ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Well seen. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Japan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
A very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
And the pass is intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Coming off in quick succession here. No, it's come to nothing. Looking for the run. And the shot! There is the genius of Luis Suarez!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he was quick to react. And here's Bojan. Raul.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's picked his way through. Cantona! He's had a shot! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Raul duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed...
There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Japan with the corner, they're first. They've played it short, and it's Belletti. Ball swung in. Costa Curta getting this one clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Passing is crisp and sharp. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Raul. Pelé showing good feet. It's Pelé! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Looking to play him in. Cleared without complication. Threads one in. Pelé showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's in on goal! And a chance! What a wonderful goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Vieri. Raul. Pelé can so cleverly bypass the press. Pelé! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Cantona. And the first half is done. Japan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Japan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. He's on it, can he get away? Goes for a shot! Eric Cantona! Fantastic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Japan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And with that, he takes home the match ball. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And he shoots! It's there! Over the hills and far away! No match now! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
And that's it. That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel like magic. I'll make you feel it. I'll make you feel like. I see what you want. You be thinking about the way I turn you on. What you see in the oasis in my palm. We're gonna make you feel like slippery waves got a face like moonlight. So I knew I had to move right, I think you might be the next place. I've been looking for a new buy, so move right, yeah, let me show you like, watch the way I move out, the way I move on. Wash away all my sins and lay on my tongue. I've been making you laugh and making you numb. See, I admit it, you won't. Watch the way I move out, the way I move on. Wash away all my sins and lay on my tongue.
Well, what a scene here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones.
And how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit.
Tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Great defending, strong and determined. Well read, and the danger is averted. Cleared without complication. Maciej Cunha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, this is a great position. And they're quick to get it back. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Japan still without a single shot on target. And it's Azar. And here's Mbappe. Maciej Cunha. And that was very necessary. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Raul. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele. Short changes him with that pass. Rummenigge. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Koundé makes the interception. And claimed it back swiftly. Cantona is onto it in a flash.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. 5 minutes till the break. Knocks it out wide. Hazard. Shot a goal! Has another goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Maciej Cunha. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And a quick reminder.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Japan really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out.
Cantona! Eric Cantona! Fantastic!
Surprise, surprise. Who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
A 1-0 lead established.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Mbappe! Driving through the middle. Mbappe! He's managed to get himself offside. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might...
Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short, and this is Kante. Big chance! Loose ball now, and one more try! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there. Decent chance! Elects to cross, and the keeper beats it away. Azar. That is Kante. Half an hour gone in the second half. Looking to play him in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball played for Kante. Now this could be a chance. He's going for goal! Now that's a real chance missed.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice... And the shot! Deftly away.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And here's Mbappe. Hazard. Mbappe. And that should get the job done.
There will be
I think we might be
3
done
minutes
here,
added
Peter.
time.
I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Goes for a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.